This man claims he is from the year 2256. It all started on January 28, 2003, when Weekly World News reported that a man named Andrew Carlsen had been arrested by the FBI for Securities and Exchange Commission violations. The charge for making 126 high-risk stock trades and for being successful on every single trade. It was said that he started with an initial investment of $800 and made a fortune of over $350 million. He claimed to be a time traveler from the year 2256. Upon making bail, he had promptly disappeared. FBI says we're still trying to ferret out the source of it in trading. He will remain in prison until we obtain such information. During 4 hours of interrogation, Carlsen claims that he is a time traveler, a person from 2256. He said, "I cannot help myself and I have been trying to look natural to make me lose a little here a little there, but it seems I get carried away with the atmosphere." He admitted that he came from the year 2256, in which knowledge of the stock market volatility is something normal. That everyone who knows the history of the stock market can take advantage of it. This all took place in 2003, and as we all know, the global financial collapse happened in 2008. Seems to me that he was 100% correct with this claim. When asked, Carlsen refused to tell the location of the time machine or discuss how it works for fear the technology could fall into the wrong hands. A source admits that no one can trace the origins of Carlsen before December 2002, it is as if he never existed from our timeline. However, the story of Carlsen does not stop there. The story suddenly disappeared and was never referred to again. No media is covering it again. The secretary and the FBI even then denied that they ever caught Carlsen. To begin with, his lawyer said that Carlsen was supposed to meet him at the court on April 2, 2003, but he did not show up. Stories about Carlsen that claimed to come from the future stems from news in tabloids. On February 25, 2003, which was later quoted by leading media outlets in a subsequent article dated the 29th of April 2003, News wrote that they were able to interview Carlsen via telephone and said that he was in Toronto and was setting up a company that will go public in 2007. Carlsen admitted that on March 29, 2003 he was released by the FBI on the kindness of a stranger who gives bail of $1 million at the time of his arrest in 2003. However, Carlsen said that until now he does not age at all when asked what he did during his years lost. He replied no comment, and about the future or it caused. Carlsen said timing is everything and everything happens according to his time. I'm here now, so this is my time. Many people to this day do not believe that one can travel through time or time travel, but the physicists do not agree with them. Students at MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, one of the best science and technology universities in the world, have convened physics by inviting all those who claim to come from the future. Einstein and Hawking, two of the greatest physicists of all time, believing that people can't take a trip through time. Even Einstein recognizes time travel as an idea which applies to his theory of relativity. In Geneva, CERN, the European Fission Physics Organization, is conducting an experiment to make many black holes that can be applied to travel across time. And of course CERN recklessly considering that they are not an organization that invented the Internet World Wide Web. John Titor, mysterious one purporting to be from the year 2036, claimed that he came from the future via the too many black holes. Ronald Mallett, a professor of physics at the University of Connecticut, has used Einstein's equations and the laser beam to create a time machine. Even Professor Mallett predicted that with 10 years mankind has been able to find a time machine that can be used for time travel. Regarding the story Carlsen, some suspicions arose that this story is purely engineered. But until now there was never any clarification of the tabloids about the truth of the news. The FBI and the secretary has denied the news and said that the story was a pure joke. On March 31, 2006, Carlsen resurfaces in an exclusive interview. Carlsen, speaking on the record, tells all his only conditions were that his exact location not be revealed, and that the name of his new company not be disclosed until it goes public, which he predicts will be in 2007. Andrew Carlsen is alive and well and living in the Toronto area. "I don't know what all the fuss was about," said Carlsen. "The authorities and I came to a mutual understanding and I was released to leave the country." Carlsen states that he works in the oil industry and is developing equipment to extract oil from the Alberta tar sands. Carlsen claims that Alberta sits atop the biggest petroleum deposited beside the Middle East and that 300 billion barrels a day can be recovered. Carlsen states that he had invented a process that filters out the sands and the oil recovered is the richest and cleanest in the world. The process, which he named Carlsen Axe City, extracts the oil for a cost of only $1 per barrel and does this not pollute the atmosphere. He claims to be very excited about the project and foresees his invention revolutionizing the world and the way we perceive oil. Carlsen added, "Oil is not the product of deceased dinosaurs, it is the biological breakdown of renewable organic matter, the blood and energy of the planet.